these things, you know, it's important to have the right vendors. So what vendors specifically are coming in?
We brought in a lot of interactive vendors. Part of our show, we started VIP tickets, and we got a big prize from Bus 20, videographer, and they've been really, all the vendors actually, they've been really graceful and generous in giving a lot of great prizes and giving out lots of free samples and everything too. Yeah, we've got a lot of venues and photographers. Yeah, there's
DJs, things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, is that really the kind of spectrum where you can pretty much set up everything?
You can bring your to-do list and just check the whole thing off while you're there. Everyone you need to contact, everything you need to plan your big day. You can do it all in one day in one spot.
I love the idea too that you guys have entertainment there. So it's not just, I mean, obviously there's a lot of that stuff, but there's there's some entertainment going on. What kind of stuff do you have lined up for entertainment?
Yeah, it's not the typical bridal show. Like Amanda said, it's like a party all day.
Do you have pyrotechnics?
Next
year,
fireworks effects is going to be there this year, but we
there.
won't actually have the fireworks in the show.
All right.
It's not planned
Well, we do
anyway.
have Jared Luth Band and
Jared Luth, he's
Dance
been
Chaos and Dorothy Brzezinski, and basically, like you were saying, you know, a lot of the brides do bring their grooms, and there's a stage set up, and there's tons of seating. There's lots of caterers and sweets and cakes and places, so the guys can get their food and have a seat and enjoy the show and have their ticket for their $10,000 cash grand prize while their bride-to-be is out checking off her list and buying a dress. So.
Getting stuff done.
Right, exactly.
Getting stuff done. That's pretty much how it was for my wedding.
That's usually how it goes.
I think I picked my tux, and that was about it.
She let you pick your tux?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
That's nice.
That was one more than the average.
How wild was it?
It wasn't wild at all. No. I don't even remember what it was. There's a picture in my house. So, look, I knew I was there.
There you go, that's right.
Whew, I hope she doesn't watch this episode. It's going to be terrible when I get home. Well, anyways, it was a lovely time. So yeah, well, that's really cool. I love the idea that it's kind of set up that way. And the prize as well. So you're actually saying that even the vendors themselves have prizes to give away as well.
Absolutely.
So
they've been very generous every year. They've got great promotion for people who are attending the show. And the list goes on. There's just probably too numerous to mention, but it's just growing every year.
There's a good 20 minutes at the end of the show where we're just giving prizes at the end before we give the big cash prize.
Oh yeah.
Which I can't win, but anybody else, you have to be present to win. Anybody else can win.
I'm just gonna show up.
$10,000. I would though. Like it's a $15 ticket. I would buy $330. I'd show up. $15 ticket.
Why
The
not?
greatest lottery odds. I mean, really,
I'll just
somebody's
sit
gonna
there and
win.
eat wedding cake all day.
Isn't it right?
Can you do that? Do the
Nothing wrong
bakers
with that.
actually come there with samples? And
Oh yeah.
stuff?
Oh yeah. Lots
It
of
really
cupcakes
is
and
a
sweets.
one-stop shop.
Oh yeah.
That's excellent. That was my favorite part. I think is the
testing.
The
Trying the
testing.
food.
Yeah. Going like, sure, I'll sit here.
I can
and eat
relate to
cake.
that.
Yeah, sure. Why
What's your
not?
favorite part of it? I'm sure a lot of people think that. Though.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's that's high on the list. Now you guys work in the industry, and you must see. I was kind of wanted to ask you about you must see so often how some of these things, some of these trends kind of appear. Some things change or some things don't. Can you give us an insight as to what is the next kind of trend coming up in the wedding industry, whether it be the type of gown that you're picking, if it's the type of venue that you're looking at?
I think a lot of it's more thematic than anything else.
Yeah.
It's really geared towards, well, we see a lot of kind of the rustic kind of look,
Everybody
a lot of
wants
lace
the
gowns,
vintage mason
backyard,
jars, barn, repurposed wood, just very rustic lace, everything lace and pearls. That's been the last 2 or 3 years, but it's still going strong.
Yeah.
I see that going strong for the next couple of years.
And we see trends change every 5 years. Like there's always a shift going on, so it's just adjusting to that. But that keeps it interesting as well.
Yeah. I mean, you've been at this for a really long time. Do you find that it's? I mean, does it keep changing in a sense, or you still kind of have that excitement to get up and go in the morning?
It's been since it's been since '97, and it's been interesting in seeing it change over the years. It's hard to believe it's '97.
It's
but
a happy job,
yeah.
though. It's the brides are happy, they're excited, so
I
it's
can
just
imagine.
it's,
It must be.
it's a great job to go to every day. Like, it's a lot of fun, and it's pretty.
It's pretty. What about some advice? What about some advice for brides? You guys must see some young girls that are coming in there. What would you say is just, the bride comes in and she's stressed out and she's panicky. What do you say to her to be like, hey, it's okay, chill?
May
Do you want in on this?
I would say, honest to goodness,
This is
that
good. This is good stuff.
You're marrying somebody that you love, and everything else is just a detail. None of it really matters. At the end of the day, the wedding is one day, the marriage lasts the rest of your life. So really, all those little things, like I find the longer the engagement, the more important those little details become that aren't necessarily important.
Okay.
And those are the things that stress people out. So really, if you're marrying somebody you really, really love, the rest of the stuff doesn't
Don't
really
sweat
matter.
the details.
It's not
Sweat the
necessary.
details.
And it's funny because a lot of people
Yeah.
come in with this preconceived notion of what shopping is like because of a lot of TV shows, reality TV shows,
yeah.
and it's nothing like that. Or it doesn't have to be anyways.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be so stressful.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I had to watch a lot of shows, and I
I'm
always wondered,
sure.
like, why would you bring that person, that like, like the evil mother-in-law, or like leave them home
Yeah.
if you don't really
Yeah.
value their opinion. They're not going to give you anything constructive or positive. Well, you said a lot. It's funny, I think maybe, again, relating back to my wife, I think the fact that we could only get married once is the part that she disliked the most. I'm sure if she had a chance to
Yeah.
just do it over and over again, she would.
Some people renew their vows.
Yeah. There you go.
I
go down
really
south.
hope watching this episode. It's going to cost me a lot of money. Well, that's, that's
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. One good turn deserves another, right? Well, listen, that's pretty much the time that we have. It is January 31st at the Moncton Coliseum. Tickets on sale right now. Where can they get the tickets?
Moncton Coliseum box office.
Box office there?
We only
Or
have
online or ACS form.
we don't have any ACS forms, so the Moncton Coliseum box office.
Right on. Well, gang, check it out. Brides to be, even if you're just looking to win some money, show up. There's going to be a free wedding cake. That's going to be fun.
There you go.
Right on. Thanks so much for being on the show, guys.
appreciate
Really
it.
appreciate
Thanks for your
it.
time.
Thanks so
Appreciate it.
much.